This is exactly what bank holiday weekends are made for. Yes. Yes. Hey, all that's grams out of the bike, like, you know. Objective of today. Delete the key, if possible. It's possible, I know it's possible, it's doable. What was the other thing? Oh yes, I want to take these off, these pipes, intake pipes, because they're fucking horrible looking. I want to wrap them in silver foil. Key is officially off. Now, there are wires that need to be wired. Okay, with the help of Mr. Multimeter, we've got it on the button I want it on. Perfect though. It was actually a bit harder than you think because I already had this wired in to that. Yes, it's only a matter of pinning it and repinning it. Obviously that's just for testing purposes to make sure I'm right. But yes, Mr. Multimeter, you saved me even looking at a diagram. Yay. Yay. Small wins. This is how stuff snowballs, because like you're doing this and you're like, okay, I'm going to make that nice and neat, and then you come across the fuel pump and then you're like, this is, and then you're going to move it and it's the wrong gauge wire, it's all hard and brittle, and then it breaks and you're like, that connector, and then to this and then to that and then this, and they're like, no, go to the start, trace from there, and we will make it the way it should be. The only thing I'm trying to do is put this on, but you're like, and don't even ask. They're all neatly, nicely taped up, and the fuel pump is the same. I deleted loads of bits of shit out of that, and now it's nice and neat. Yeah. All of this I am also going to fix because that's earth tape, and that just doesn't even look nice. So we'll figure that one out. Still lots of cleaning to do in there and figuring out what the fuck. And then that's just a mess of shit. I did not do the wiring on this bike. I bought this bike like this, used it all last year, upgraded what I could upgrade, and tipped along all year long. Upgrades, yay. But stuff like this really annoys me. No, I obviously had it in a charger because it was running total loss, so it needs to be plugged in. But it'll be all nice and neat when I'm done. Yeah. That's going to be a pain in the hole. It is a cozy 29 degrees in here. It's a bit warm. So we will turn it down a bit because otherwise I'm going to melt. Day 2 of cleaning up the wiring. Yay. Everything is nice and neatly packed there now. All of the shit has been deleted. Same over here. It's all actually held in with the OE cable ties. There isn't one over there. We'll make it work. There is a little bracket there that we might mount it to. And everything up here, this was a rat's nest. An absolute rat's nest. Now everything is been deleted that is not needed. All the fucking taillight wires and everything. Yay. It is a lot neater than it was. Now hopefully when I put the battery back in, everything actually works. But that's a whole other story altogether. Okay, it is now Tuesday evening at 9:15, so I've been in here for about an hour and a half or so with no diesel heater running because I have ran out of diesel. It'll tell you how long I've spent in here over the last 2.5 days, or 2 days and then this evening. That's all neat as possible. Obviously it could be neater, but again, it's a race bike, it's not a fucking show bike, and nobody's ever going to see in there, but it's pretty neat in comparison to what it was. You can see in the photograph. That live wire going to there, I do have that on a quick release because that is for the light, so that I can quick release it and put it back in and out if the bodywork has to come off, or if take this Harris fairing off or something silly. For demonstration purposes only, we're not going to try and start it because obviously the fuel tap is turned off and everything's off there. Fan blowing, yay. Sucking from that end and blowing through. Perfecto. And rain light. Is it on? Here it's on. It's really bright in comparison to the one I had last year. Not that there's anything wrong with what I had last year, but you know, developments. Okay. That's obviously the live wire coming off ignition over to the rain light. That, well, I don't think I'm even going to wrap that. I think it's fine the way it is. But everything is held in with the OE cable ties now. They're 26 27-year-old cable tie. This is the 99, it's 2026 now. So that cable tie is 26 fucking years old, but it's good. Other than that, we're on to the next thing now. There is always more to be done. Obviously, everything needs a good spit, shine and a clean. Headstock bearings are top of my list of things to be done. You can actually hear it. I have checked as well, there's no parasitic draw on that battery either, whereas I actually couldn't find the parasitic draw on it the last time. There was that much shit. There was an inordinate amount of crap that did not need to be there, that was there. A couple of silly things. That vortex cap or trumpet or whatever you want to call it needs to be repaired. It actually fell off into the airbox and was bouncing around in the airbox, so it's not an uncommon thing. But yeah, all the wiring I am happy with. We can move on to the next part of the project. That switch is so much, that's the third one of them I had to buy. It's so much nicer than the shitty switch I had. Here, I had this one as well, I bought this one. This one wasn't as cheap as fucking that one was. Was the switches on the back of it as well. But that's one switch. They are all buttons and they are of no use to me. I need switches. Now I have switches. I have a plan for what the other ones are. I'm not going to tell you what that is right now. I have a plan for them as well. Yay. Now, on to the next thing. These intake pipes with their holes and cracks in them. You can see there in the photograph. They don't look fantastic either, so I'm going to wrap them in aluminium foil tape to make them look a little bit better and take the tattiness away.